Hello, all participants. We have around 189 school representatives participated in this session. To all the students, teachers who have participated in this program season 2025, made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program, and the volunteers of this program who have joined in this session. Let me quickly introduce you about today's two speakers who will be presenting you the program themes and 3D experience platform onboarding. So let me first introduce you Mr. Pratik Deshmukh. So Pratik Deshmukh is a graduate from College of Engineering Pune CUB from 2013 batch. He is ex co-founder of Robolab Technologies Private Limited. He is also a winner of Government of India's National Entrepreneurship Award winner in 2018. Currently, Pratik is working as Industry Solution Technical Manager, Consumer Packaged Goods Retail, CPGR, and Home and Lifestyle HN industry at Dassault System Global Services. And Pratik is a proud volunteer of this program, Seed the Future Entrepreneurs. From last 2 3 years, and he is contributing in this program as a mentor, as a guide. He also has his contribution towards evaluating the teams, finalizing their design reviews, mentoring them throughout their design and manufacturing journey. Pratik is our core team member. Then our next speaker is Mr. Kunlik Gadade. Kunlik is also a proud volunteer of this Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program since the inception of this program. He is the main lead of 3D Experience Platform Management, and he is currently working as a user success engineer in SolidWorks engineering department. Thank you, Pratik and Kundlik, for taking your valuable time and taking this session today. I will now like to hand over the screen to Pratik Deshmukh to start with program themes session. Thank you, Pratik. Over to you.
Thank you, Sushil. I'll just share my screen. I hope I'm properly audible to all.
Yes, Pratik.
During the entire next 1.5 hour, we will have the Q&A section open as well, so you can keep posting your questions in the chat box, and we will answer it at the end. So first of all, congratulations to all the teams that are attending today to the first session in the series of sessions that would be following after this for the discussion about the themes for Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program, season 25-26. In the next 35-40 odd minutes, I'll be talking with you about why do we have themes. We have been saying that we need themes for this year. We will be discussing about why do we have themes, why are they important, what are the themes for this year? We'll be also telling that. We covered a bit of that when we did the inauguration. We'll be covering that as well. Then some details about how do we use the themes. What are some basic do's and don'ts for these themes. We also had a thing called as core requirements, which we'll be covering today, and a thing called as aspects that we expect from you all this year. And at the end, I have some examples as well where I want you to help me map them in the themes, map the startups of the existing companies in the themes that we have selected this year. And at the end, we'll be having a Q&A for the theme session, followed by the interaction with Kundlik as well. So let's get started. The aim of this session is very simple. It is said that well begun is half done. So this is the beginning part of it. We want you to achieve your goal. We want you to be able to aim at the right achievement that you want to achieve, and for that we have to get started in the right direction. So this session is oriented towards it. uh, in every theme session there is a story that I always tell, so I will repeat it here as well. Maybe you have seen this last year, but I think it is worth going through again. So this tells you about the importance of why do we have theme, why do we need theme when we are working on a product, on a startup, especially in a very engaging long program like Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs, which is almost 6 months of your life where you are investing, and it is important that you make the best of it. So this story goes like this. This is about a guy called Daniel. So this is our friend Daniel, about whom the story is. Daniel is a bus conductor by profession. He is great at his job, Every day he goes to job and then gets into the bus. People love him. He always is good while interacting with them. He takes money from people, gives them the ticket, and is very good at his job. One fine day, by the way, there is another character in this story. His name is John, and he's very big in size. People refer to him as Big John. Our Daniel is kind of really weak and smaller in size, but Big John is really bulky. He's a kind of guy that when you look at him, you can say that okay, this guy must be going to gym 8 times a week. And Big John talks in a very heavy voice. So if you say that. Hello, Big John, he will reply to you, hello, nice to meet you all, like this. So this story goes like this that one fine day, our Daniel was going about his day to day business in his bus, taking tickets, taking money, giving tickets to people. And Big John boarded that bus. And like everybody else, our Daniel went to Big John and asked him, ticket, please. Big John, since he's very big, very easy to look at people and think to get frightened when you are in front of somebody really dominating. So when our Daniel asked him, ticket please, Big John looked up to him and said in a very heavy voice that Big John doesn't pay. Our Daniel, very weak slick guy, this he got kind of scared and he thought that okay, let it be, let's not get into an argument with this big guy and I'll just neglect it. So he went about his day to day business like that. The next day, a similar thing happened again. Our Daniel was about doing his day to day business. Again, Big John went inside. He boarded the bus. Our Daniel again asked him, ticket please. And Big John again said in a very heavy voice that Big John doesn't pay. Again, our little Daniel was scared that what should I do now? I shouldn't get into an argument with this person. Let it be. And this kept happening day after another. Every time Big John used to get into the bus, Daniel used to ask him, can I have take the ticket please? And Big John used to answer the same thing, that Big John doesn't pay. This made Daniel really stressed. He was frustrated. He doesn't know what to do, how to solve this problem. He kept thinking about it, that this has to stop. He was saying to himself that my numbers are not matching anymore. The bus agency is losing money because of this, and he decided that this is a big problem and this needs to be solved. But at the same time, he said to himself that I am very small and weak and kind of scared of Big John. So he identified a problem and then he decided to solve it. So how do we solve a problem? So he thought of a solution, that okay, now what I'll do, the negative point that I have is that I am small in size and need to get big. So he decided that I need to become big and strong like Big John, beat him in his own game. So he thought that once he's strong enough, he'll be able to dominate him and make him buy the ticket. And he decided that from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to join a gym, start building my body, and achieve this goal. And the problem would be solved. This is what he assumed in his mind. Then next day onwards, he started going to the gym. 5 hours every day. He used to get up at get up at 5 a.m., go to the gym. He was in the gym till 10 a.m. and then go to the job. He was working really hard. Initially, he didn't know how to do much. He was very weak. He couldn't lift the weights properly. He didn't know how to exercise properly. But he was determined and he kept on working with focus. And after 6 months of hard work, he was able to transform himself into what we can call as the new Daniel. Big, muscular, and somebody as big as Big John now. Then came the day 6 months later that he was waiting for, where he was doing his day-to-day business and taking tickets from people in the bus. And again, Big John boarded the bus. He again said to Big John that ticket please. And again, Big John looked at him and said the same thing that he has been saying for the past 6 months, that Big John doesn't pay. And this time, our Daniel, since he had been waiting for this day for so long, he kind of got angry and raised his voice for the first time at Big John and said that how dare you not pay? and everybody in the bus started looking at them. This was the moment of truth. A big fight was about to happen in between these two people. Everybody was looking, we all love to see a fight in a public space. So everybody was looking at them. And then Big John, for the first time, he noticed that Daniel had raised his voice at him. He looked at Daniel and with a smile said to him that Big John has a bus pass. And the reason he had not been paying for the past 6 months was because he was having a bus pass. And this was the moment where when Daniel realized, okay, my entire efforts for the past 6 months were in vain. I could have talked to Big John, asked him the reason why he's not buying the ticket, and would have never had to go through all the brutal 5 hours a day journey that I went through for the past 6 months. So the moral of the story, that whenever you're trying to solve a problem, whenever you identify a problem in your life, you always assume that this must be the problem for everyone. Many a times it's not the case. Always when you are trying to solve a problem, and as startups in this Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program, you will be problem solvers. We are expecting you to identify a problem statement and then make a product that will solve this particular problem. Whenever you are doing this, always ask yourself a thing which is referred to as design thinking. Always ask that what are you trying to do? Why are you trying to do it? Make sure that what problem you have, you are able to empathize with it, and make sure that it is not just a problem that is common, that is just relevant to you, but relevant to a lot of people as well. Then only people will buy your solution when you're buying it. If you are able to empathize with the problem, then you should be able to define it properly. What exactly my problem is? Once you are able to define it, you should be able to ideate on that. So, in the next 6 months, we expect that you define your problem very clearly, and this session will help you define that. You should be able to ideate it. The interactions with the school champions and the mentors that you will have in the next 6 months will help you ideate, will help you prototype it as well. We will have a 3D printing related session, 3D design related session that we will have. You will be given the tools through the onboarding, which Kundlik is going to cover in the later part of this session. And then you test your solution, whether it's properly working or not. And you go through the same loop again and again till you have the perfect solution. But most important, always ask, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Where is it going to be used? Who are going to be using it? And how are you going to do that? And when will people be using it? So we refer to this in Dassault systems as the 6W questions: what, why, where, who, whom, and when. So keeping in mind the same design thinking process, we will discuss about the themes for this year. So for this year, we have three themes for you, and we believe that these three themes represent three opportunities that you can capitalize on. The three themes that we have, whenever we talk about theme, we are talking about the answer to these questions: that what will your product do, who will be using this product, and where and well it will be used. So when we talk about this, you will see that we have three themes. The first of them is low cost agricultural innovations, which are aimed at empowering local farming through frugal and practical innovations. The second theme that we have is innovative and productive tools for local workers and artisans. They are aimed at enhancing dignity of labor and efficiency for traditional skills. And the third theme that we have this year is disaster relief and emergency devices, designing resilient, portable solutions for people in crisis. So as I said, इस साल तीन थीम्स है हमारे इसमें. जब भी हम थीम्स के बारे में बात करते हैं, हम तीन चार चीजें डिस्कस करते हैं कि हम लोग एग्जैक्टली हमारा प्रोडक्ट क्या करेगा, इसको कौन यूज करेगा, ये कब और कैसे यूज होगा. और हमारे तीन थीम्स जो इस साल के हैं वो है लो कॉस्ट एग्रीकल्चरल इनोवेशंस, इनोवेटिव एंड प्रोडक्टिव टूल्स फॉर लोकल वर्कर्स एंड आर्टिशियंस, और तीसरा जो है डिजास्टर रिलीफ एंड इमरजेंसी डिवाइसेस. नाउ लेट अस हैव अ लुक एट देम वन बाय वन. व्हाट डज ईच ऑफ देम मीन? सो पहले we will discuss about low cost agricultural innovations, which is our first theme for this year. So for each of them, we have tried to give you a brief explanation exactly about what this theme consists of, and we have also defined clearly the expectations that we have from this theme. So for the low cost agricultural innovations theme, we know that India is the is rural economy. The entirely of the country entirely depends on agriculture, most of it, and many farming communities still face the challenge due to lack of mechanization or inefficient traditional tools that we have, and a lot of times they don't have access to the smart solutions that you and me in cities have on day to day basis. This theme that we have defined, it will encourage you to observe the problems in nearby farms near you, and you can come up with affordable and mechanically driven innovations that can increase productivity, safety, or efficiency of small and marginal farmers. So in India, a lot of farmers, many majority of the farmers are the small scale farmers. So we want you to think of identifying a solution for them. What do we expect in this? That we want you to observe your local farm practices uh, for the farm that are near you. You can identify the repetitive tasks or the manual tasks that people are doing, can be the pain points for them. For example, picking the trash from the ground is painful for people. It can hurt your back when you do it over and over a period of time. So we can have a solution related to that. We want you to apply design thinking and create mechanical prototypes for this. So design thinking that I showed to you in the first slide, the loop that we were talking about, the infinity loop, and it is okay if there is no coding or no electronics in this. It Having coding or electronics related thing in this is not mandatory. If you have it, that's okay, but it's not mandatory. And you can use your ATL tools that you have, or the innovation lab, the technical lab that you might be having in your school. You can utilize it. And we want you to build with affordability, simplicity, and such that you have at least something which is 3D designed in the lab, or using the tools that we'll be telling you about. In our case, it will be X design. For example, we can meet Ramesh. So you have met Ramesh in the inauguration. If you remember, Ramesh is a farmer. uh, so while farming, his seeds go into the soil one handful at a time. He cannot afford a big tractor, so he uses his own hands, does this manually. He waters the farm, but the water keeps flowing. He started the electricity, he started the tap, and then he got engaged in some other work, and the water flew, and the entire land got wasted. Because of it, the water also got wasted. Maybe you can come with an idea that could give him a low cost machine that plants faster the seeds, can help him water smarter in the field, and also lets him finish his entire work before the sun gets too hot for him to work. So anything that you will do related to this would come under agricultural innovations. For simplicity, I have also listed down some more examples that you can utilize. So by the way, this is not a cheat sheet. This is just some examples of the product. The list that I am showing is not the exhaustive list. It you can You're free to think of more than the examples that I'm mentioning here. So under the low cost agricultural innovation, you can also think of something like a multi-purpose farm trolley that will be convertible, can be pulled manually, or a bicycle bullock which doubles up as seed dispenser and fertilizer carrier, trying to solve two problems at a time. You can also think of a soil decrusher or a roller, which is low cost mechanical roller. You can think of something like a low cost pesticide mixing paddle with dosage control. You can think of seed sorting and grading machine. You can also think of water drip flow adjuster. So these are some of the examples that you can think of. Of course, all of these products might be existing already. That's okay. We want you to improve on things that already exist. So this covers the first theme that we have. Let's talk about the second theme that we have this year, which is innovative and productive tools for local farmers and artisans, which are aimed at enhancing dignity of labor and efficiency of traditional skills. So, as you know, we have a lot of local artisans, craftsmen, street level service providers, which often use outdated tools. So, this theme encourages students, you all, to co-create mechanical aids that with such workers to enhance their productivity, can enhance their comfort, can enhance their output quality as well. And at the same time, we want to make sure that while doing so, the reason that we have identified this as one of the themes is that we keep the wonderful traditional skills that we have in our country alive. Many a times, many artisans leave their skills, they stop doing it because it becomes very difficult to pursue it in the era of automation. They are not able to cope up so fast, they don't have access to all the latest tools, and there they lose the advantage of doing it quickly. This is where the solution that you will be building for them would be useful. What do we expect in this? We want you to identify certain pain points of cobblers, carpenters, potters, tailors, masons, any artisans or laborers that you see around you. Design a value added mechanical tool which will reduce their fatigue, can improve their precision, can improve their speed. If they're able to do it faster, they'll be able to earn more and it will be better for them. Many a times these people are doing a lot of physical work, so if you can come up with something which is more ergonomic in nature or modular in nature, or something that uses manual gear mechanisms, it will reduce the effort that they physically put into it while maintaining the same output or even the improved output. Of course, you will create the 3D models and working scaled prototypes of this while using the accessible material that we are going to provide to you. For this theme, we can take an example of Shanti, who is a potter. Beautiful clay in her hand she has, and but along with this clay and the work that she does come the back pain and the neck pain that she has, because she always has to get down to pick up heavy mud, then always has her hand stretched to give shape to it. Or somebody like Arjun, who is repairing bicycles, fixing tires with tools, and these tools might be older than him in age. So you can design a solution that will give them a portable or ergonomic tools or can make their work easier. So anything that you do in something like this would fit under tools for workers and artisans. Some examples, as I said earlier, these are only some of the examples, not an exhaustive list. Some examples of the solutions can be a clay weight and roller assistant for potters. You can make a modular brick alignment jig for masons. You can make mobile carpenters vice table. You can make a manual leather hole punch with guides. You can make a ergonomic cobbler station so that they don't have to get down and make their life simpler. So these are some of the examples. You're free to think more than this. Talking about the third theme that we have, which is disaster relief and emergency devices, which is aimed at designing resilient portable solutions for people in crisis. 2025 has been, very bad. You all will agree. That we had so many natural disasters, we had floods, we have earthquakes happening, we have plane crashes happening, and people are getting affected because of that. So, in this particular theme, we thought that you can consider the disasters. It can be natural or man made, that demand rapid, easy to use solutions that work without reliance on electricity, fuel, or mobile connectivity. If you don't have electricity, your phone is of no use. So, can you make a portable charger so that even if the electricity grid is cut off, whenever the floods happen, first thing that is cut off is the electricity grid? So, in such cases, can you make a portable electricity generator? Can be a solution. So you can use mechanical emergency tools. You can design mechanical emergency tools that will quickly deploy during situations like floods, earthquakes, fires, accidents, so that the lives of the people could be saved. Here we want you to focus on life saving, resource preserving, or even enhanced mobility tools in the time of disasters. You create solutions that could be folded and carried on your back for and could be easily assembled. For example, I make a stretcher that I can carry in my laptop bag. It is light enough to be carried in my laptop bag, and in case of a natural disaster, I'll be able to quickly use it. I would suggest that we are recommending that you avoid electronics or heavy concepts in such things. Use manual related things, manual mechanisms, pedal driven or gravity based systems for this particular theme. And you can think of multiple use tools. usable in rural and urban areas. So it need not be just in rural areas, it can be in urban areas as well. So disaster can happen anywhere, right? In this case, I'd like to give an example of Mira, which you have already met when you attended the theme session. So Mira lives by the river. When floods come, there is for her, it's very important to quickly get out of there, and time is her enemy. So can you make a solution which will help her in such a situation? And when you come up with an idea for a solution like this, it will particularly fit in this theme of disaster relief and emergency devices. Some of the other examples, as I was saying earlier, it's not an exhaustive list, but some of the other examples are, in case of flood, one of the most difficult thing for people is to drink the water. The water gets polluted, and drinking the polluted water can be harmful for you. So can you make a portable water filtration and storage unit that could be usually easily used in such kind of a thing? Can you make a manual rope pulley rescue kit for people who get trapped in a landslide? Or you can make quick rescue massage launcher, or you can make a mechanical floating bridge kit as well. So these are some of the examples that you can think of. This is not an exhaustive list. You can come up with more ideas than this as well. Remember one thing: these common examples that I am giving, every school is looking at it. So if you choose anything amongst it, there is a chance that other school might also have chosen it. So you can think out of the box, get beyond this as well if required. So we met the three people. We met Ramesh, who was a farmer, Shanti, who was a potter, Meera, who lives by the river, and we have three people who are facing problems in things that they're doing. Ramesh is facing problem in growing food. We have Shanti, who is facing problem while she's working on her pottery. We want to honor her hard work, and we have Meera. We literally want to save Meera's life. So these are the three themes, three chances that we have this year. First one, the low cost agricultural innovation. Second, tools for local workers and artisans. Third, disaster relief and emergency devices. Put on your thinking caps and start thinking about it, that what is the solution that you can identify in one of these themes. Along with these themes, now I want to talk about, so those were the three themes that we have this year. We have another thing that we want you to be aware of when you're working. That is, we refer to as the core requirements. So we have three core requirements that we have for you. When I talk about core requirements, I'm referring to the other W6W questions, WH questions that we were discussing when we talked about design thinking. They were like, why will you build this product? So people will ask you, when you're building something, why are you going to build it? And second is, how will you build it? These two questions are answered in the core requirements that we have, and which are common to everybody. All the products that you do, we compulsorily expect you that all the three core requirements are fulfilled by you. The first core requirement, this the core requirements are common in every season that we do. The first core requirement that we have is that we want you to focus on grassroots solutions. Are you solving problems that people actually have, or is it just something that you are imagining in your mind that this is a problem and needs to be solved? Try to identify problems that impacts people's life in a positive manner. That is the first core requirement that we have. The second core requirement that we have is enhancing usability. We know that you are just in ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th standard. We don't expect you to build rockets in this span of 6 months. You are just getting started, guys. So for this, you can identify an existing product, but you can work on, you can identify a feature that doesn't exist in it, and add that feature to enhance that product. Many a times we design something and the user experience that people want is a bit different. So you can make an existing product better, simpler, easier to use. We are okay with it. And last is the third core requirement that we have is we want you to leverage design thinking when you're doing it. When I say design thinking, we want you to clearly define the problem. We want you to clearly empathize with the problem, understand, relate to it, ideate what can be the solution for this problem. make a prototype of it by designing it in 3D, then manufacturing it, testing it, and then repeat the process when you're doing it. These all would be considered into evaluation when we are doing the evaluation in the coming days. So do make sure that you have the three core requirements fulfilled for you all. Along with the core requirements, we also had a thing that we had said to you, that we have certain aspects for the products. So this year we have three aspects that we have given you an option. The first one is biomimicry. So biomimicry is, as mimicry is basically looking at something and trying to reproduce it. So biomimicry means taking a look at something that already exists in nature and trying to take inspiration from it. It can be, you can make a product that has patterns on it similar to the one that an elephant has. You can see this small product, the joint that is there on it, it is inspired from the joint that is there on top of a cockroach. You can see this particular chair is has been taken inspiration from the shape of a tortoise, or a gecko has inspired the grip on a particular wonderful ergonomic shoe that is there. Lotus temple, which is actually inspired from lotus. So in the biomimicry aspect, we want you to take inspiration from nature. If you notice, I've mentioned here that it is a skill to justify. So when you will be saying that my product covers the aspect of biomimicry, be ready to justify it as well. We will be asking you, why do you think this is biomimicry? And it is a skill to justify it. The second aspect that you can think of is sustainability. So, what is sustainability? I have also given certain links here that you can refer to. Of course, this presentation, this PDF of this presentation will be shared with you all so that you can have a look at it. For sustainability, we can often, break it down into certain aspects. We can break it down into certain concepts, like sustainability can be from economic perspective, it can be from environmental perspective, it can be from social perspective. And many countries, almost all countries, have now mandates of sustainability that every they expect the organizations to achieve. So I've also given the link for a UN Sustainable Development Goal. So there are 17 goals that they have defined which they want to achieve in the Sustainable Development Goals, that range from things related to poverty, to industry innovation, to partnership for the goals, and cleaner water and sanitation, gender equality, education. All of them can come under sustainability. So, in one word, in one line, if you want to define it, sustainability is the ability to maintain or support a process over time. It's not just related to doing it one time, but things that could be repeated. You are making it efficient and easier for people. The third aspect that we have for this year is green energy. So under green energy, so we know that there are things called as fossil fuels, using which we are currently empowering the electricity in our house, or the vehicles that we have. But all of these fossil fuels will get exhausted someday. So we need more renewable energy sources like wind energy, solar energy, geothermal energy, biomass energy, hydro energy, or even tidal energy from the sea. So, if your product is able to achieve any of it, you are able to show that you are generating kind of you're regenerating energy with the help of these renewable sources, it will cover the aspect of green energy. So, just to summarize the themes, the core requirements, and the aspects that we just saw, when we are talking about what the product will do, who will be using it, where and when it will be used, all of this comes under the themes that we have. We have three themes this year. First one is low cost agricultural innovations. Second is innovative and productive tools for local workers and artisans. And third one is disaster relief and emergency devices. When we are talking about why will you build this product and how will you build this product, these questions get answered in your core requirements. You have to make sure that your product must cover all the three core requirements. These core requirements are focusing on grassroots solutions, enhancing the usability of an existing product, and third, leverage design thinking. And the last, we covered that our product will also have an aspect to be taken care of. There were three aspects that we saw: biomimicry, sustainability, and green energy. Your product must cover at least one aspect when you are defining your problem statement. At least one should be covered in it. Now, the next question that will come that I was telling you about is how my product should be. When I know that these are the themes, I know that these are the aspects and core requirements, and I just told you that your product must fit compulsorily in only one theme. Don't select a product that fits in all the themes or two themes at a time, just one theme. Your product must cover all the three core requirements, and your product must cover at least one aspect when you're building it. In this process, we are there to guide you. Always consult with your school teacher that you have. You can consult with the school champion or the mentor who is assigned to you. When you are selecting the product, always confirm with them. Don't be like Daniel, who assumed that this is the problem statement and I'm solving it, and at the end you find out that this problem really didn't need to be solved. So we want you to be smart when you're identifying this, and we are there in the process to help you. There are certain things that we want you to remember. First thing is that we have, which is a tried and tested thing. Doing a survey is really crucial. Talk to people, visit the farms, visit the places, talk to people who have been in a natural disaster. What was their problem? How could you solve it? And while doing so, always remember that you will come across times when products already exist. Don't uh, don't be under the assumption that only you have access to Google. We also have it. So when you're copying something, do it with brains. Nakal mein bhi akal lagti hai, so be very careful about it. There have been instances where we found certain product build, but exactly something like that already existed and you're not adding something on top of it. In such a case, it becomes a problem. We know that we just have 6 months in hand, so we do not expect you to build spaceships during this time. So while selecting the problems, select realistic products that you can actually build in 6 months. Of course, you can always say that I have future enhancements, but don't say that everything is on paper and everything else is future enhancement. So make sure that you select things that could be done in 6 months period. For doing so, it is very important that you define your problem very properly. You map it with the right theme. You cover all the core requirements and the aspect as applicable. A very important thing, we do not want embedded projects. Okay, when I say embedded projects, I am referring to cases where we don't have a physical 3D manufactured part at all. It shouldn't be just PCBs connected by wires and you're putting that. I am putting a sensor. I'm putting my hand in front of the sensor and the LED lights up. And this is a theft detection mechanism, theft prevention mechanism, or theft prevention product. We don't want products like this. It should be manufacturable. It should be a physical product that you're showcasing to us. And of course, it will, when you're saying a physical product, it needs to be designed. So compulsorily, it has to be designed, and then it has to be 3D printed as well. And we are not looking for service based startups. Last year, a couple of years ago, there was a startup participating school which said that our startup is going to provide 3D printing services to people. So the idea was good, business plan was good. They actually needed it in their, they were from a hilly region and they needed a solution like that, but it didn't qualify in the themes because it was a service based, and we strictly are not looking for service based startups. I said to you that doing a survey is crucial, but at the same time, also listen, to yourself as well. Don't do everything that people ask you to do. There's a famous example by Henry Ford. So Henry Ford is the first person who introduced assembly lines for cars. He is the first person who made cars available to people. And he famously said that if I had asked people what do they want, they would have asked for faster horses. None of them would have asked for cars, because cars didn't exist at that point of time. Everybody thought that horses are the best way to go from one place to another. So you can also, come up with solutions that do not exist and are making the world simpler. Now, at the end, I want to have a quick quiz with you all for all that we covered. I am going to show a couple of products from the previous editions of STFE, and you can use the chat uh, that is open for you all to comment your answers for this. Okay, so are you all ready? Let me open the comments option as well. You can answer in the Q&A part. There is a Q&A section open for you all. So here comes the first question. So on the left hand side is one of the finalists from last year, a wonderful product which was called as mud screening machine. What this machine does, it filters the impurities in mud, converts it to clay, this is used by potters. You can basically put the sand from top, the mud from top, and it gives you filtered, smooth uh, clay at the bottom. What do you think this product fits in? In which theme? Does it fit in the theme one, low cost agricultural innovations, or it fits in theme two, innovative and productive tools for local farmers and artisans, or does it fit in the disaster relief and emergency devices? I see some questions, some answers coming in. It fits. Many of you are saying that it fits in theme two. So let us see what the answer is. You're right. It fits in this theme two, which is related to innovative and productive tools for local farmers, for local artisans and workers. It is covering the aspect of sustainability as well. This is something which can make lives easier for people on their day-to-day basis. Of course, it covers all the three core requirements, and the aspect it covers is sustainability. The next question that I have for you is, this is a product called as Swadushya, which is taking the vegetables from the farms, and it is able to dehydrate it with the help of solar energy. It reduces the cost of manually doing it. Do you know, if onion is cut and it is dried, dehydrated, and the powder is made, it sells at a very high rate. So even people can come up with the farmers can utilize this to come up with business ideas to do it. So which theme do you think this fits in? Can I have the answers? So we, as you know, we have three themes. I see people commenting. Great. So a lot of people think Vedant, Avinsh, Anvish, Anviksha, then Edin, Myra, Chirayu, Diptisha. So you all are saying that this is theme one. Let us see what the answer is. You're right. This fits in the first theme, which is low cost agricultural innovations. Two more to go. Was a wonderful product, one of the favorites that I had from last year. This was all girls team called as Startup Utkarsh. By the way, all these products that you're seeing, they are the copyright of the respective owners. Don't copy it. I hope they eventually manufacture and make it bigger. So wonderful product called as Paint Easy, which was an efficient way for high reach parts. Usually when painters are painting, they have to climb on the ladder, and sometimes they can fall. They have to carry the paint with them on top. It's very difficult for them to do it. So this product was making the lives of the farmers and lives of the painters simpler, safer, and faster. So which theme do you think this fits in? A lot of people are saying it fits in theme two, and you're right, it fits in theme two. I have two more questions to go. Thank you all for answering. So this is a tricky one. Which theme do you think that this product fits in? So this was something. By the way, this was the winner of uh, the season 23-24, which was quick multi cutter, a wonderful product, and it was to be used for sugarcane harvesting, very cost effective. It made it easier for people to hold and cut at the same time, which usually requires two different tools. Using this tool, you can do it at once. So it solved a problem at grassroots level. Uh, it made life simpler, sustainable for the people. Which theme do you think this fits in? So a lot of people are saying it fits in theme one. Sanjeev Mahajan is saying that it fits in theme one and theme two. Uh, Vihan is saying that it fits in the first theme, low cost agricultural uh, tools for farmers. Arina is saying it is in theme one. So I see a lot of people, divided whether it is theme one or theme two. People who are saying that it is both the themes, you're right. This product fits in both the themes. If I were to make this product now in the competition, I would select only one of the themes. So compulsorily, it might happen that your product that you're thinking of fits in two themes, but when you're mapping it, just identify one theme. So there are cases where it can be two themes, but one primary theme you can identify. Okay, now this might be a difficult one for you all, and I think this is the last one. That which product, which theme do you think this product fits in? So I'll tell you what this product does. Usually in our house, when we have cylinder, when the cylinder gets empty, we never get to know if the cylinder is empty or filled. We only get to know it when the gas is no longer coming out. So this team, inspired by biomimicry, they made a and it was inspired by turtle, they made a product on which you can place your cylinder. It will hold the cylinder at one place, and they gave leds of different colors on it, from green, yellow to orange to red. As the weight of the as the gas goes on reducing, going out, the weight of the cylinder goes on reducing. They had a load sensor, weight detection sensor in it, and when the weight of the cylinder reduces, basically because of the gas, the red color led used to glow, so that you get an indication that the cylinder is about to end and you need to refill it. So which theme do you think this product fits in? So you can put in the chat box. So a lot of people are saying theme 3. Some are saying it fits in theme 3. Some are saying it fits in, many of you are saying it fits in team in the third theme. Some are saying it is fitting in. John Phillips says it is second theme that we have, which is related to productive tools. Some are saying it fits in disaster management. You know what I think? I think this is a wonderful, awesome product that is there. And it's all actually solving a very important problem in the life of day to day, in the day to day lives of people. But it doesn't fit in any of the themes that we have in this season. So there will be cases if you come up with problem statements that are solving problem which are not relevant to the themes, they would not be considered ahead. So this is one example. It was perfectly fit in one of the themes that we had in previous years. This was one of the wonderful products and a finalist. But if same had been put in this year, it wouldn't fit in any of the themes. Again, uh, it covers the aspects. It is related to biomimicry. It was covering all the core requirements as well if it were in this year, but it doesn't fit in any of the themes. And the team that who did this, if you're watching, really, I still remember this was a wonderful product. So really good job. Hope you do wonderful this year as well. Now, last but not the least thing, I told you about the themes. I told you about the core requirements. I told you about the aspects. And to make sure that you are aligned on all of this, we also have coming soon for you a thing that we will expect from you is that an idea concept review would be done with you, with your school champion or the zonal champion. We will share the template of this idea concept review with you soon. The reason we have this idea concept review is we want you to justify that this problem statement that you will eventually identify, it fits in one of the themes. बहुत बार क्या होता है ना कि हम प्रोडक्ट पूरा बना लेते हैं, और जब फाइनल सबमिशन आता है तब जाकर पता चलता है कि ये प्रोडक्ट तो कोई थीम में फिट ही नहीं होता है. So to avoid that, we will have in the initial stage of your journey itself an idea concept review where we will evaluate if your product selected is as per the theme, it covers the core requirements, and it covers the aspect that you have identified. इन आइडिया कंसेप्ट रिव्यू वी डू नॉट एक्सपेक्ट कि आपका प्रोडक्ट पूरा रेडी रहे, बस आपका आइडिया क्लियर होना चाहिए कि मैं क्या बनाने वाला हूँ. सो दिस विल सून बी शेयर्ड विथ यू ऑल. एंड one final thing that again I want to tell you, don't be like Daniel. uh, Make sure that your product fits in the theme, it covers core requirement, and at least one aspect. Now we are open for Q&A for the themes part. If you have any questions, do ask me. So there is one question coming in that my name is Ayushman saying I was informed that we would be receiving an onboarding email for the platform. My teammates have already received theirs, but I have not received any such email yet. Could you please look into this? So Ayushman, really wonderful question. And I think to answer this question, it would be a great time to call in our wonderful teammate Kundlik to tell us about the onboarding part. Over to you, Kundlik.
Yes, Pratik. Thank you so much. This was wonderful explanation of the themes, and I also got the idea of themes and how they could execute their project. So I would go ahead with the onboarding part. Before that, I think there were some questions at the start of this webinar. So most of those questions are about they are facing network issue and if the PPT will be shared. So yes, the PPT will be shared, and also the recording of the this webinar will also be shared afterwards. So please stay tuned. Also, I'm showing you where to find those recordings in the same session. So let's go ahead. So first, as Ayushman said that most of his team members have already received the invitation. So yes, we have started the invitation process, and everyone in participating in this competition has already been sent the invitation email. So that invitation email is the notification to you that you have been added to to the platform on which this program is hosted. So all the information related to that program and all the submissions of these programs will be done on that platform itself. Also, the designing part, the designing tool which will be called X Design. So that tool is also be will be accessed from that same platform. So first, I will show you the invitation email, how it will look like. So can anyone confirm if they are seeing the screen? Sushil, maybe?
Yes, Pundlika,
Yes.
we can see
We
your
can see
screen.
the
Yes,
invitation email.
yes, sure. Thank you. So this kind of invitation email will be like you may already have received, all the teachers, all the students, participants may have received this email. So this email will be having a unique link to launch your platform, 3D Experience platform. If any one of you have not yet received this link, I would suggest that you once check your spam folders, junk folders, because sometimes it gets filtered out in your spam or junk folder, because it is a less likely case that you have not yet received the invitation. If even if after so trick is that the same email you have shared while registering, that same email should receive this invitation email. So you may have to confirm that you are using the same email to check this invitation. So once go through your inbox, then you can search for this title, which is called invitation, or this kind of email ID, no reply @ 3D experience. So you may find it in inbox. If not there, then please check the spam folder or junk folder. Once you get this invitation email, you need to click on this launch your 3D experience platform button. So once you click on this button, it will launch your browser. When you launch the browser, it should show you this kind of screen. So it is a browser screen. Currently, I'm using the Chrome browser, so you are seeing the Chrome browser screen. So it will welcome you. Welcome to the 3D Experience platform. So here, as any login screen, it asks for the email and username, but make sure that it is a sign-in window. So if most of you have already been maybe been part of this program for last year, that could be possible, and you may already have this 3D experience ID created. So in that case, you don't actually need to create an account. You can directly use that email ID and log into this platform. But For everyone else, you need to click on this create your account. When you click on this create your account, it asks for your basic information like your email ID, then a username which you may need to create, then the first name, last name, password. It will ask you to create a password and then confirm your password, and finally the country and region. You can click the check boxes to agree the terms of use, then register. But make sure, as I mentioned, that you have to use the same email which you have used for registration. So in the registration, you may have you given given an email. So that same email ID you need to add there, unless so if you don't, if you enter any other email ID, you may face issues in logging in. So once you fill this information, your 3D experience ID will be created. And once that is done, you can log in here anytime you want. So once you launch the platform, make sure to bookmark this link. So each time you want to access this platform, you don't need to go to that email and launch the platform. You can directly use this link to access your platform anytime you want. So make sure to bookmark this screen. So once you log in, also don't worry if you like completely don't understand about this creating account, because we will share you the explanatory video after this session on your WhatsApp groups, with which you will get a clear idea, and you can like you can refer it anytime you want when you want to log in. So don't panic if you can't like you are facing any issue while following this session. So once you log into this in this window, you will see this kind of screen. This is called 3D Experience Platform Dashboard. So if this is not the window you are seeing when you are logging, you may be on the different dashboard. So to navigate to that, you can click on this icon, and then you will see multiple dashboard. So you need to select the program you have been enrolled to, which is Seed the Future Entrepreneur Season 25-26. So this is the dashboard. So to explain it in the short, this is the dashboard where you will find all the tools you may need in this program going ahead. So for the entire period of this program, you will be referring this particular dashboard to use the tools and complete your project, submit your project, review your project, and all those things. So it is kind of a collaborative platform on which you all will be part of. So the first one is welcome tab. So these are called tabs. There are four different tabs you may be using. The first is welcome tab, which will have all the links, important links, which you may need in this particular competition. Some of this, like one of this tab, which is all school status, it may be only accessible with for your school champion, which will be assigned to you going ahead in this competition. Otherwise, all other links will be accessible to everyone. Like there is phases timeline. So when I click on this phases timeline, so some of these pages are work in progress. So we are actively adding information in these pages. So like this program timeline, we are yet to add any information in this. So going ahead with this competition, you will see information added in this particular tabs and pages. So this is called wiki section. In this program timeline, you will see the program status. So which phases you need to go through, what is the date of those phases, and when to complete that phase. All the information will be added in this particular page. Then there are session timelines. So most of you have asked that if we are getting any like PDF or of this particular session presentation. So those same things will be shared in this tab, this link, which is session timeline plus recordings. So here you can see that already this currently ongoing session have been added to this list. which is program themes and 3D platform, which is ongoing right now from 4 p.m. So you will see the link shared here once this session is completed. So you need to stay tuned with this page to access your webinar recording. So anytime like as per your convenience, you can go through this page and refer the recording. If your any of the participants or your team members were not able to attend this session, you can refer this page and then share this page to them to access this recordings. Then the third one is exercise and training material. So this is the tool which you will be using to create your product, 3D product, 3D design. So for that, to learn that tool, you will have all the training materials with you. So this kind of training material you will be having access to. Like there is X design and 3D printing handbook. Then there is X design part modeling, step-by-step instruction and assembly modeling. Whenever you have time, you can go through these links and then access these particular sessions. So you can see there are multiple videos, step-by-step processes, very interactive processes you can follow and create your components. So welcome tab is completed. Then there is a X design tab. In X design tab, particularly as I mentioned that you will be using this to create your 3D product. So for this particular tool, you will have a dedicated session going ahead in this competition. So please stay tuned for the future webinars where you will see how to use this tool and create your effective model in this tool. So I will just to like quickly show you how it is done. So I have created one small, I will create some small product in here to just give you an idea. So I have selected a sketch. Then let's create a cube. So for that, I will select the center rectangle. Then I will go back. I will go to features and I want to create the extrude. So I will just define the thickness. So this kind of modeling I can do here. So in that let's say I need one hole in it. So let's add 50 hole, go to features, cut, and then cut. So don't worry if you are not following this, like you will have a dedicated session for this particular exam where you will see how to use this tool to better create your project in 3D. And also you will have training material, you will have the courses to access this trainings. So stay tuned for it and I will just close it. So the second tab is X design. You know now, right? Then you will go to your community. So your community is most important tab to you in this particular competition because all the information shared and all the collaboration will be happen in this particular community. Even what I shown here, that phases timeline, session timeline recordings, and X design training material, all these things are hosted in this particular community. You can scroll down and see all the data, the same data I have shown right now. So that same data can be referred in this particular community section. So in this particular tab, third tab, you will particularly see two communities. The first one is at first, what is community? So communities are kind of will be kind of like you may have been using some social media platforms. In those social media platforms, you are adding your friends, chatting with them, then sharing the content with them, lots of things you are doing on the social media platform to stay tuned and stay updated, right? So the same things can be done in this community, but it is we can call it the professional one, where your teammates are there, your teachers are there, then we are there as a program volunteers. So this community is the public community where all the participants are there. So anything posted in this community will be accessible to everyone. You, your teachers, and everyone will be having an access to this community. Then the second will community will be your school community. So you can see at the left there is this first community which I have selected, and then there is a second community. So this second community is kind of empty. So this community will have name of your school. Let's suppose your school is ABC, so your school name will be here to the community, and your STFE ID, school ID, which you already have been maybe may have been given. So and it is named as per that. So since I have created this test community, you are seeing the dummy numbers here. So this kind of community will you will have. So what is the purpose of this community is the first community we seen, it is public, everyone is there, right? In the second community, only your school members are there, like your team members are there. So your team members will be there and your teachers will be there. No other participants will have access to your school community. So when to use this community? So if there is something about your project you need to keep confidential and but want to share with your team, then you can add that content in this particular community. So let's suppose I am just accessing this community and I want to introduce myself. So I will just create a post. So here you can say, check the plus button. In plus button there are multiple things. So you can create a post or question. Question is something when you want to ask something. If you want to ask something in the community, you can create a question, or else you need to create a post. So let's suppose I am introducing myself, introduction, then I will add my name. Let's say ABC, my school name, XYZ, and any other information you want to share, like your hobbies and anything you want to share, you can add it in here. Also, the images you can share here. So here is the button called upload media from device. So you can click that and upload the media from your device, like images, Word documents, anything you want, you can share it in here and just click on publish. So when once you publish, your post will be visible to your team members only when you post it in your team community, school community. So the content will be available in here. So anyone can go and like say welcome, and they can comment. So as I said, it is same like any other social media platform you may be using. So there also you have groups, right? So you choose whom to add in your groups. So we have added your school members in this group and all the other participants in this group. So this group is also used for the staying tuned with this competition. Every other information will be shared in here from the program organizers. Also, if you want to ask any question or share something, then you can also do it in this particular community too. So to do so, you need to do the same. Click the plus icon, but make sure if you want to ask a question, click on question and ask. I'm facing difficulty in 3D modeling. It is just an example. And here I will add the description of the issue. What is the issue? If there is error, I will share the screenshot of the error from this and I will just post. So organizing team will be seeing this particular post and then answer to your query. So it is as simple as that. You can do something like that. So if you want to delete this post, you can just simply click on menu and then delete, or edit also you can do that, right? So it is very easy to edit too once you publish the post. So I will delete this if I don't want this. So many of the like things have been already added to this community. So please go ahead with your 3D experience ID creation and access this particular pages, and you can explore on your own. And if you have any issue, you can reach out to us. Along with that, the last one which is left in here is collaboration. So collaboration, since at first what I have explained, that this particular platform is for collaborating with your team members, with your teachers, and with us as a organizing team. So you can so this is particularly collaboration tab. So whatever you design in this X design, whatever you create in here will be added in this collaboration tab. So when you work on your PCs, what you do is you work with files, right? Be it Word file, be it presentation files, be it pictures. So those things are added in some storage, right? In your local storage. So same way this tab works. So in 3D space, you will see one collaborative space. Why it is called collaborative space? For easy, like as I explained, you have to collaborate with your team members. So to do that collaboration, you have some collaboration space, which is cloud storage. You can double click on this and then you can find the product which I just created in the XDesign tab. So in this case, since it is a collaborative space, this product which you have created will be also accessible to your team members and your teachers only, for your school only. So it will be not accessible to anyone other than your team members. So you can do collaboration on that. If I want to, I have created that, and if I want my team member to have changes in that, I can ask my team member to access that and add some features or do anything with that product. So this is the collaboration tab for that. Most of the times, I don't think you will need to go there. You can directly access the Excitan, and here you will see your recent projects. If you don't see the recent projects here, you can go to the collaboration. These same things will be also explained to you in the future upcoming sessions on X design, where you will be seeing the extensive like training path of this particular program and how you can 3D model. I am I'm pretty sure that after that session you will be expert on this particular tool. So since this is introductory session, I am introducing you to this all of these tabs and how you can use those. So I hope you have all understand about this particular tabs. After this session, we are also sharing the video for how to create a 3D experience ID. It will be very explanatory video, which you can refer after this session, and you can create a 3D experience ID and log into this platform. So this in your community, some of you maybe only seeing only one community, which is the public community. So in that case, don't worry. You will all receive the. So some of you have already maybe having an access to two of the community. Some of you only having access to one community. So be assured that you will have all the accesses till before Monday. So that could be the query you may have in the future. So be assured the both of the communities will be shared, and this dashboard has been already shared with you. So as some of you have shared that they have not received the email ID, email invitation email, they can check the junk folder or junk folder or spam folders. If even if in that those folders, if the email is not received, please contact us and let us know. We will check at our end what is the issue and we will resolve it. That's all from my end. If you have any queries, you can put it in the Q&A section.
So right now we are open for question and questions for the platform onboarding topic.
So there is one question called which Anaya Parnaik has asked, that can you please explain what embedded projects are again? So embedded projects are pure electronics project that do not have a working physical moving part in it. For example, if I make an LED based watch, I keep an 8 by 8 LED matrix and I am displaying something on top of it. It is a purely embedded project, purely electronics based project, which doesn't have any moving parts in it. In the Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program, we are expecting that you make something that moves, something that is physically manufacturable. So that is what it is. When we are saying no embedded projects, we are saying that in other way, that you have some physically manufactured thing that you are able to design in 3D, and you are able to manufacture it using 3D printing. So Anaya, that answers your question.
I think there is question for me. Is this only a web, or do we have an application for 3D modeling? So it is only web. So in web browser you can access this particular platform. Why it is like that is you can use any of your device to access this particular platform. So you can use your tablets, you can use your laptops, PCs, or mobile phones as well. So in that for that reason you can use the web browser, so you don't need to actually use the applications, any of the applications. Yashmit is asking, can this be used to make a 3D model for our project a product? So yes, so you would need X design in order to 3D model your product. So for that you will have one explanatory dedicated session for X design modeling, so please stay tuned for that.
So a lot of people are also asking what is the timeline. So I'll just replace the screen, Kundlik,
Yes,
just for a moment.
sure.
So during the inauguration, we had told you that typically this would be the timeline for the program that we will try our best to follow during the course of the program. We already are done with the registration, which started as soon as the finale was conducted somewhere on 15th of June and 14th and 15th of June, and the registration began. Then after the registrations, you were all evaluated and shortlisted, basically not evaluated, shortlisted, and then we had the inauguration event. And currently we are in the process where we are doing the platform onboarding, and mid September and October onwards we are having the sessions that we are going to conduct for you all. During this process, now that you know what the themes are, you will be working on them. You will be already starting the ideation process on your end. We will have a design review, we will have idea concept review, you will be manufacturing the product, then you will be marketing it. By the end of July, somewhere in February, first week, second week, we want you to start submitting your final submissions. Then after your final submissions are done, we will be taking the time to evaluate you all based on the products that you have submitted. We will be giving you the templates. You fill in the templates as per your product and submit it to us. Then we'll be announcing the top 30, for which we'll be having the semi-finale somewhere in the month of April. Once that is done, based on the semi-finale, top 10 teams would be selected in the month of May. We'll be announcing that. And in the first week of June, we will have the finale. So typically, this is the timeline that we are going to follow. This is already covered in the inauguration session. So you can always go back and see the recording for the inauguration session as well. And this PPT is available to you all already there itself.
So also thank you Pratik for the file. So I have replaced it in the phases timeline. So in the same dashboard which I have explained right now, you can click on phases timeline and you will see the same timeline which Pratik just explained. So
So beauty
uh,
of the platform, you can very quickly post it, and now it is available to everyone. So guys,
yes.
when we say platform is, just as you use Facebook for social communication, we use the 3D experience platform for innovation and engineering based communication. It is as simple. Once you get used to it, it is simple. You can easily share your ideas, you can post it, and it will be visible to everyone. Uh, Kundlik showed that there are different communities and everything. Communities are like WhatsApp groups. If you are a part of the WhatsApp group, you are able to see what is there. So for the organizers, we will be part of every WhatsApp group, every community that you have. But other schools will not be a part of your group. So you will see what only you have to see. There would be a common group as well. So if you put your things in a common group, everyone will be able to see it. So be careful about it. Use your own group to communicate. Use your own community to communicate about it. You will have a private community which is specific to your school, and you will have a common community where we'll be putting out all the communications, the program timeline, the recordings, details of the volunteers, the training materials, the same community which Kundlik is currently presenting to you all. If
Yes.
you have more questions.
This is a real time example of real time collaboration and communication.
Yeah.
We
So
can say.
also, I think there are multiple report reporting in the Q&A section that they are not able to find the invitation email. So one of those I have just checked and I could not, like, the as I mentioned, you have to use the same email which you used in the registration. So if you don't use the same email you have registered with, you can't access this invitation email. So make sure that you are using the same email. Please confirm with your teachers who have filled the registration form and ask them for the like list of the emails which for which you have been enrolled, and use the same email IDs. Even if you try that and if you are not able to access that, please contact us. So maybe Sushil, can we are we asking them to email us, or how they can contact us to share their information?
So the
Uh,
teacher can send us an email with the details, what problem
Great,
they are
great,
facing. There is again on WhatsApp, in WhatsApp group also they can ask. One more thing, if say suppose if the teacher can access or a few of the student or maybe only one student can access the community, he or she they can report on the platform, all groups swim community as a question.
correct. Great. So what I would suggest is, if you are going to send an email or a WhatsApp message, please make sure that you share your school ID, your school name, and the email ID which is facing that issue. So these three things we will need to check your information at our end and quickly resolve your issue. So when you send these things, please send the school name, email ID, and school ID, STFA ID if you know. So these information please share with us so that we can resolve this quickly without any to and fro. Also, there are some questions I think for me that they are not seeing the school community. So most of you should have access to the two communities, which are the public community and school community. If any of you are not having this access, please stay tuned. Before Monday, you will see that school community in your dashboard. So be assured that you will have an access to those communities. For the public community, all of you already have access. But if some of you are not having an access to the school community, you will have it by Monday. Mayur is asking, can I design on mobile? So yes, Mayur. So as I explained, you can access this platform, 3D Experience platform, on your mobile phone as well. And you can also design on your mobile phone, but you can try that and explore on your end, that if it is it depends on the device. So you can check on your end as you already have an access.
As every mobile device has its limitation or use of accessibility to the application, you can use it, but it will be a question of how easy it is depending upon your mobile device or tablet, right, Kunlik?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So definitely it will be accessible. Definitely you can design on your device, but you can try with any like, if you have all the devices, you can try out on your end and check what is convenient to you. So yes, you can use mobile phone. Yes, you can use tablets. You can use laptops as well.
There is another question which is by Nishant Gizere, that are the school slash zonal champion the mentors are these different people? So yes, they are different people. Just as we have districts in a country, then a number of districts come together to form a state. So to make it simpler for us as well, we have divided the entire, this is a pan India competition. You're not just competing with your own district or your own state, you're competing with the all the states in India. So we have divided all the schools in different zones, geographical zones, and each school has one mentor or a school champion assigned to them. This will be your primary person of contact that you will be in touch with. And a number of school champions and mentors would be in touch with one zonal champion who is responsible for that zone. So typically, your regular interactions would be with your mentor slash school champion, and your reviews mostly would be with your zonal champion. So school champion will communicate to zonal champion that my school has completed this particular design and they want to review it with you. We will roll out the template and you will be filling that, and then we will do a review with you. So yes, school champions, zonal champions are different people, and they would be the the people on ground that would be helping you. So I hope that answers the question, Nishant.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there are multiple questions from Siddharth. So first one, he's asking that can sketches made on the platform be exported into other apps or saved to a device? So yes, whatever you design in 3D, like X design tool, you can. So it is by default saved on your cloud. So it will be accessible at any time. So, but if you want to export that to your local device, you can do that. So that will be explained in the dedicated session of X design. Second question from Siddharth is mouse necessary to use the platform, or can trackpad also be used? So yes, trackpad can be used to design on the X design. It is doable, but for the convenience, you may need to use mouse.
So one of the questions asked is, how can I know who is the school champion assigned to my school?
So maybe uh, I'll be surely I'll be answering this question as I have some quick notes and quick summary of this session where I'll be covering this. I guess Pratik and Kundlik, we have almost covered all the question and answer, and most few of the generic questions will be covered in my concluding notes. So, and as we are out of time, it is already 7 minutes. We are out of the time. So, shall we move ahead to the conclusion?
Yes, yes.
Just
Conclude.
one question, Sushil.
Yeah.
Sorry, very good question asked is by Sahana Satish Kumar is, can we make robots for our projects? Please remember, the name of the program is not Seed the Future Projects. It's Seed the Future Entrepreneurs, and we want you to make products.
Product.
Don't just make a project. You make a product. If you're, of course, your product is going to be a project initially, but you make it in such a way that it is sellable to people, it is scalable, it is something that replicate you can replicate it. For example, if you want to make it a startup out of it, you should be able to manufacture 100 1000 units of that product. So if your product is a robot, it can be sold to people, it fits in one of the themes, covers all the core requirements, covers at least one aspect. Please go ahead. Yes, Sushil, sorry, go ahead now.
Yeah. Okay. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pratik and Kundlik, for giving a detailed explanation and detailed idea about what all the themes are and what is 3D Experience platform and the onboarding process. So I must say, with this session, all the students and teachers, they must have got an idea about what they need to do under the themes and what kind of product they can build up as a startup in this program, and what are the do's and don'ts with creating their products, and of course in the 3D Expense platform onboarding, what are the features of the platform and why we are using this about this program, and what are the features available and what they can what the students can do and develop using this platform, and what is the collaboration basically which the students will be doing during this program with with their own school startup team and with the other schools and with the program team as well. So here before conclude, I'll be just quickly going through the summary of this session. Of course, few of the points which Pratik and Kundlik had already covered during their Q&A and the detailed session. But I'd like to take 5 more minutes to cover this. So all the student teams and startup teams, now you will be working on the two activities parallelly. One is building your startup product. So as detailed explanation by the Pratik about the themes, its aspects. So now you'll be starting on your identifying your problem statements around your environment, around your house, schools. Whatever problems you find, you'll be working on it, or doing a market survey where the problem exactly in place, who is suffering the problem, any solutions which are already available in the market. Then ideation, how exactly the problem can be solved, which is different than the problem available solutions in the market, how it is beneficial than the already available solution, maybe in cost wise, ease of use, market size, category, etc., etc. Just make sure your product solution which you are finalizing is not duplicate, which is already available in the market or which is already developed by previous seasons startup teams, or which is easily available in the market. You can think about optimizing it or adding enhancement into it, which is allowed, which is doable. Regarding 3D Expense platform onboarding, as Kunlik has mentioned, I will be sharing you the video how to create 3D Expense ID. The immediate step is to create your 3D Expense ID, log into the platform through the instructions given into the email, which the platform team has shared as a invitation to 3D Experience platform. And please make sure, as I have highlighted it, you can only log in to the 3D Experience platform using the unique email ID which your teacher has shared with us in the registration form. So as the invitation to the 3D Experience platform has been only sent to those unique email IDs only. If you're trying any other email, suppose if you as a student, if you have created your own email ID and it is shared with us, then the invitation is sent to that email ID. If you have used your parents, either mother or father's email ID with us, then the invitation must have gone to this email ID. So you need to make sure you are using the same email ID, unique email ID, which is shared with us. If any of your student, this might be the case that the teacher and only one student might have got access to the 3D Expense platform and others not. So there might be a reason that the email IDs provided are not unique. We have requested you, and it is your team is yet to submit that. So make sure you are following up the emails and sharing the details with us. Once we receive that, then yeah, the remaining students or teachers, they will receive the email IDs. As once you will receive, as once you are able to log into 3D Expense platform, and the school communities are created, start collaborating with your own school team. In your dedicated school community, start using collaborating with the all school teams. So definitely there will be, as explained by Kundlik, there will be few activities of collaboration where you will be able to use the features of the platform. So very first activity can be introduction of your school startup team, which you can do in your private school community and a public school community. When we say private, it is your own school community where only the 6 student and 2 teachers of the teacher of the schools are member of that school community as a group, along with the dedicated mentor from the program team and the core team members, or the concerned team members who are tracking the activities and status of the school team, progress of the school team. So only this particular group of people will access the private school communities. Apart from that, as I said, public, there will be a all schools community which will be public, where all the school teams who are participating in this program, and the invitation has been sent. So those will be available there. And those can access the public school community, where which will be used for general announcement about the program, where program team will do the post and communications in the community. So as I said, the communications to the participating teams, it will be done through three means. One, the very first will be the swim community, 3D Experience platform community, in all schools public community. Second will be WhatsApp, and third will be email communication to all the schools, where it will be sent to the principal, the lead teacher, and the supporting teacher. These three email IDs, which we have, which are available in the registration form. So the email communication will not go. The general email communication about the program will not go to any student's email ID. So the teachers must be aware about the email communications coming to them through the program team and the WhatsApp group as well. Okay, then the next is, okay, what's up next? The communication to the schools, we have already started sending communication to the schools regarding the selection of the schools. All the schools who have selected into the program, they must have received this selection of school communication. Then webinar sessions. Then the next step is we will be sending us specific communication to each and every school individually, where there will be a details about the school, as Pundlik mentioned, the school STP school ID. So this is the program school ID for the school, which will be used throughout the program to identify your school and track the progress, because this school ID, STP school ID, will be used as a part of your school community title, so that it will be easy for us to identify. Then we'll be having a deep dive into the program session, where the detailed timeline of the program, milestones, webinar sessions, roles and responsibilities of students, teachers, school champions, which are mentored to the school teams. So the school champions will be like a few of the school who are already well versed in the program. They have opt out as a mentor, as they don't need a mentor for their team, their school team. So the school team who are new and they need school champions as a mentor to their school teams, the school champion will be assigned. So it will be in the communications. We'll be sharing the details to all the schools. Then there will be a role of zonal champions. So the zonal champions will be mentored to the school champions and the mentor to the school teams as well. So this is a program structure we will be discussing in the detail in the deep dive session. And then we'll be having a fun with 3D. So please stay tuned. Something interesting is coming up for you. Gear up. This will be a fun activity and on the 3D part of the your product, and the in general three-dimensional use of the software to develop your product from concept to in 3D format. So this is an interesting activity coming towards you. Very soon we'll be doing one webinar session for this, a dedicated webinar session for this. So stay tuned. And then I'll be quickly talking about the first milestone of the program. So once you log into the 3D Experience platform, you get into your school community and the all public schools community. So the very first activity to be done by each and every school team. So please note that this is a mandatory activity. Whatever milestones we will be discussing about in this program in every session are the mandatory activities for each and every school. So the very first mandatory activity as a milestone is introduction to the student startup team. On individual school community, each school team has to publish a poster design which includes their school name, team members name with their photo, teacher names with their photo, school logo. Then once you will be building your startup team, like the six student members of your school student startup teams will be playing different roles. One will be a design engineer, one will be a marketing engineer, one will be a finance aide. So kind of role you will be playing. So you need to design your student startup team's logo. So this is a separate activity for you to design your startup logo. Then once you are once you identify a problem statement and work upon finding a solution to that problem statement, and where you come to some conceptual idea about your product, and once you do the initial design of your product as a concept, you will be coming up with your product logo. So this will be your product logo. Of course, there will be multiple iteration of your product logo throughout the program. So you need to update it into your school community, and then school champions will do their part. So you also need to design your product logo. Then, as Pratik sir mentioned, there will be a milestone of product idea concept submission. So parallelly, while you are doing your market survey, identifying problem statement, doing market survey, for conceptualizing your idea, you will be documenting it parallelly. There will be a separate milestone for this where your idea concept submission will be reviewed. We will be providing you a template for this, a PPT template, which will cover the required topics uh, to be covered towards the product idea concept submission. So after successful completion of which, only your team will get into the next step of the program, which is the design of your starter product. So to start the 3D design of your product using X design or other means, you need to first pass your product idea concept submission through the review with your school champion, with your mentor. When I say school champion and mentor, which means there will be a different set of mentors in this program. So some of the schools will be mentored by the school champion, which are the volunteers from Dassault System Foundation. Few will be mentored by Michelin India team's volunteers, the technical experts from Michelin India team. Some of the schools will be mentored by few of our NGO partners who are supporting, who are giving a dedicated support to few of the schools. They are Vigyan Ashram in Pune. There, it's a land in Vigyan Ashram in Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka. The other the other NGO partner is Lend a Hand India team. So they will be having dedicated mentors. So we'll be supporting few schools in Pune, Maharashtra, and in Nagaland. So these are the mentoring partners. So your idea will be reviewed by them as well. So this is going to be the structure of the program, the next phases of the program. So please make sure you are following all this communication and the details. And one more thing I would like to share with you all is uh, while we are going through the program timeline with the schedule of the different webinar sessions, so we have created one complete playlist of previous season, that is season 2024's webinar sessions, which will be very useful for you all to start with. So I'll just share you where the list is being shared. Uh, okay. So all these dedicated webinar sessions which we conducted during season 2024 are available on the official YouTube channel of Atal Innovation Mission. If you go to the YouTube and search for the Atal Innovation Mission official, just go to the Atal Innovation Mission official YouTube channel link, go to the playlist, and in the playlist you will find Student Entrepreneurship Program Season 2024. If you go to this list, if you go through this playlist, the Student Entrepreneurship Program, you will find the list of webinar sessions which we conducted during season 2024. So from as we mentioned that we will be conducting series of webinar sessions. So there will be some generic sessions which don't need to be repeated. The generic information which can be shared with you through the link of the earlier sessions recording on this YouTube channel. So, as per our communications, we'll be sharing the detailed information where if there is a generic session, you can go to this playlist and watch out the dedicated webinar session, and where there is a need of completely a separate session, which as per the requirement of the topic, will be conducting it with the help of external speaker or our internal experts. So that will be scheduling and will be sharing the invitation to all the school respectively according to the timeline. So just for your information, if you want to go through what kind of all sessions are conducted during the program season, you can just go through this playlist where you will find the inauguration, what is covered in the inauguration, deep dive session of the last season, what is startup, so here the themes of the last seasons, then what is design thinking, 3D experience platform essentials, whatever Kundlik has covered in this webinar session, the same is covered in this last season's program. So there is 3D modeling, project management, assembly modeling, made in 3D, advertisement, webinar session, 3D printing. So there are all together different topics covered in this webinar sessions. So which we will be sharing with you and also will be scheduling in the upcoming webinar session as per the timeline. So you can go through this as well if you want to have an advance hand on this in the program on different topics. That's it. Welcome to the program where entrepreneurs are in the making. And I hope in today's webinar session you have got almost all the details about themes, 3D experience platform, onboarding, and what is coming next into the program. Uh, Anything you would like to add, Pratik and Kundlik, as a quick note?
Just that look into it into as a wonderful opportunity. Don't restrict yourself to things that you just saw and things that already exist. I have seen students go through this program and then get the opportunity to present in front of the Prime Minister of India. Some of them also traveled to Vietnam for international competitions, one of the finalists this year. I just wish this was available when I was in school. You guys have it available for you. Make best use of it. And really thank you for attending the session today.
Yes, I feel the same way. That it is very interesting, and it is interesting for us to also see the world from this side of this program. That we see the all the projects, we evaluate those. So instead of evaluating, we are just admiring those projects. So that is great opportunity for us too, and for you too. I think Sushil, I have already shared the video in the WhatsApp group.
Okay,
3D experience ID creation. I have also shared the instructions of what they have to do if they
that's great.
don't receive the invitation.
Yes,
I think they can.
Yeah,
Yep.
the sessions, the themes PPT is also shared on WhatsApp group as well as in the chat
chat
box
box.
here, and it will be made available on the community soon. So really important you keep checking the community. Everything is posted there. Just keep checking it.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we'll be sharing this webinar recording soon, mostly by Monday or Tuesday, before Tuesday. Okay, thank you very much, Pratik and Kundlik, for very nice and beautifully explained the topics about program themes and 3D Experience platform onboarding. And thank you all the students and teachers for investing your time because after school this is the almost we have 2 hour session today, which was in detailed, which was necessary as well. So thank you for joining this session and going through the details. And surely we'll be answering your questions. We'll be sending required communications to you. So please stay tuned and all the best to your school student startup team uh, to build your dream startup product through this program. Thank you very much, all. See you soon.
Thank you. Have a
Yeah.
great day.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.